This presentation, Share Not Evil Dreams, explores how the ego turns life into a nightmare of projection and fear. We will use visual models to understand this process and outline a practical path back to sanity, grounded in love, forgiveness, and a new way of seeing ourselves and others. Here we contrast reality with the dream. Reality is changeless, wholly benign love. The dream is our perceptual tantrum, our insistence that the world be as the ego wants. Our waking life is largely this dream, filtered through the ego's preferred nightmares instead of true knowledge. Guilt, fear, and projection form the ego's core system. Hidden guilt creates an expectation of punishment, which we experience as fear. To escape this fear, we project it onto others, seeing the problem outside ourselves. This loop keeps our inner nightmares safely out of awareness. The ego's cycle of displacement begins with unconscious guilt. We then displace it onto a less threatening target, attack that target, and inevitably expect retaliation. This expectation generates new fear, which feeds back into guilt. The true source, our own mind, remains carefully hidden. The cloaked guardians symbolize the ego's defenses: intellectualization, dissociation, and projection. Their mandate is to keep the light of truth and atonement hidden. We fear them, yet they have no real power. Once exposed to the light, these defenses vanish, revealing that the threat was illusory. The mind employs two kinds of messengers. Ego messengers search for guilt and return with evidence of attack and separation. Messengers of love, aligned with the Holy Spirit, look past fear and bring back messages of innocence and union. We are always choosing which messengers to send out. In special relationships, the ego stages a ritual of sacrifice. We seek love to escape loneliness, yet project old grievances onto current partners, seeing only shadow figures. Between us, an altar of sacrifice arises, where each unconsciously demands the other's loss. Evil dreams are thus shared and reinforced. Do Not Save Nightmares is an invitation to honest looking. We are asked to remove the covers and face what we fear. The anticipation is what frightens us. The content is actually nothing. The goal is a rigorous search for truth, clearing away everything that has no real effect. At the emotional level, we have only two options: fear or love. Fear and attack are one side of the coin. The other side is a call for love. When we interpret others' fear-based behavior as a plea for help rather than an attack, the mask of fear falls away and connection becomes possible. The ego's plan tries to solve fear with more fear, making error real and then attacking it. The Holy Spirit's plan is atonement, literally, to undo. It simply recognizes error as illusion and lets it go. Through forgiveness, we lift the shadows and enter a clean, new perception of the world. As you teach, so shall you learn, summarizes the law of extension. What we give, we keep. To know peace, we must teach peace. Whatever we project or extend, attack or forgiveness, becomes our own learning. Sharing evil dreams teaches guilt. Sharing loving dreams teaches that we ourselves are safe. The holy instant represents the present moment, free of past guilt and future fear. The ego uses time to accumulate grievances and anticipate punishment. The Holy Spirit offers a clean break. Now that is untouched by history and unconcerned with future outcomes, where truth is experienced all at once. The illumination framework integrates our journey. At the base lies unconscious guilt and the buried memory of God. Above that, ego defenses and nightmares of fear and special relationships. Intervention comes through the holy instant and the recognition of calls for love. At the top is awakening to love and holy relationship. The altar of truth is the mind, not the body. The body appears to limit communication, but mind is inherently unlimited and self-communicating. Sickness and suffering express our fear of awakening. Healing occurs as we release this fear and remember that our true nature is limitless awareness, not a vulnerable body. We conclude with a practical directive. When fear appears, affirm that God is love, not fear, and the image will fade. Separation is only a dream. Sanity is found by turning inward, choosing again, and sharing only loving dreams, those that lead ourselves and others toward genuine awakening.